Hello gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Tanek127 and welcome back to another video. And before we get into today's video, guys, I do have to give a special shout out to Illphonic for sponsoring today's video and hooking me up with a review key of Arcadegeddon. Now, that we said special thank you to them, let's go ahead and get right on into this video. And oh yeah, that's right. Speaking of special thanks, I do want to give a special thank you to my girl Aki127 also for doing these runs with me and checking out the game with me as well. So link to her Twitch channel will be down in the description below if you guys want to show her some love and say thanks for making today's gameplay possible, because especially roguelite games, they're a lot easier when you have a partner. And speaking of partners, Arcadegeddon does go up to 4 players. It is officially out now on PlayStation. You can get it free to play as this month's PlayStation Plus game. So if you are on PS5 or PS4, grab Arcadegeddon quickly, because this will be your only chance to get this game free to play. Arcadegeddon went into early access last year on PlayStation 5 and PC via the Epic Games Store. By the way, if you guys want to purchase this game via Epic Games, be sure to use my creator code KEYSWORN, that's KEYSWORN. And, that'll support me in here in the channel. But like I was saying, it went into early access on PC and PlayStation 5 last year, right during a state of play. And it is a roguelite looter shooter. So basically, picture like a third-person Destiny or Warframe or something like that. That's basically based on grinding cosmetics. Now, I know that may sound cheesy to a lot of people, but when we play a lot of our RPGs, MMOs, multiplayer RPGs and stuff like that, at the end of the day, what are we going after? Yes, we're grinding for the best loot, and trust me, that's in here too. But are we really just, after the gear, or are we about the fashion too? Yeah, now that you think about it, we're about a lot of that fashion. And that's one thing that Arcadegeddon does right. There is so much character creation, outfits, and stuff like that. And in here, it's unreal. Now, Arcadegeddon, I'm going to tell you guys straight up, it does have 2 currencies. A grindable in-game currency and a paid currency called Art Coins. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to lie. When the game's paid currency showed up in the store when it went into full launch, I was a little bit on the fence about it. But like I said, guys, it's a roguelite. The currencies, you can't buy anything pay to win. It doesn't give you any type of in-game advantages. It's strictly outfits. But I do, I'm not too crazy about the whole putting paid currencies in paid games thing. I'm a personal believer of, those kind of things should be strictly in free-to-play games. But I will say their currency is very fairly priced. Like in most games where you would pay like $10 for 800 or 1,000 currency, in this game it's $4.99 USD for 1,000 of their currency, which is enough to buy you a premium outfit and like a bunch of other pieces and stuff like that for your characters. But one other fair thing I will say that this game does when it comes to the currency is 90% of the stuff in this game you can grind for simply by paying. And that's a lot of the different character creation aspects, like new faces, hairstyles, outfits, and accessories, and different stuff like that. And then, there's this small section of premium outfits that are in Gilly's shop that can only be bought with the paid currency. So, because of how balanced and fair they've made it, I'll let it go. But for future reference, I'm not really a fan of, putting paid currencies in paid games. If you have a free-to-play game, that's one thing. And I mean, technically, it'll be free on PlayStation for a month. But, I just feel like that's a bad line for, for games that try, especially, for something like a roguelite game. So the story of this is your man Gilly here, his arcade's been taken over by some crazy corporation, and they're causing all kinds of super viruses and stuff like that. You have to go stop them. Every time you go into the game, there's a nice central hub station where you and up to 4 players can all play together. Crossplay is a thing. However, crossplay is only really doable right now between PlayStation and PC, and Xbox and PC. They're working on some things with the systems in the game to get Xbox and PlayStation players to play together. Now, you can be match made by Xbox and PlayStation. Don't get it twisted. You can match make together, but you just can't like invite your friends from Xbox and stuff like that. The game does use Epic Games' system for friend invites and stuff like that. So if you have a Fortnite account or Dauntless or anything like that already set up, most likely the game will track your information on its own. For the Xbox, they're still working on getting that system together, and that's why you can't invite friends from Xbox at this current time. But they did say they were working on it. They did tell me that in the Discord, so I do want to put that in today's video so you guys know. But like I was saying, it's based on this mega corporation that's trying to take over Gilly's Arcade. Your goal is to go in there and stop them. Crush these guys, kill the bosses, kill the enemies, loot up, gear up, get your characters all set, and come back out with the most dope drip possible. That's how they explain it in the game pretty much, and stuff like that. But basically it's a roguelite looter shooter, so you're going to go in, grab all kinds of different guns, melee weapons, power-ups and stuff like that for your character, fight waves and waves of enemies, fight large boss battles. You're going to go in as hard and as deep as you can. At some point, you're either going to die or clear it all. You get paid some nice currency to get yourself some new loot, some fashion and stuff like that, and you go back in and you do it all over again. There's different gangs and groups and different like NPCs. I would look at them as like some of the factions in Destiny and stuff like that that offer you different missions where you can earn different titles, clothing and stuff like that from those other factions as well. And even some of the parts that you see in those factions, I believe they're also purchasable with the in-game currency that you can grind. So not all the time, if let's say you find a challenge that's just really difficult or impossible for you to do, or the weapon's not dropping, well, you can also just go grind a currency and buy that item out of the store. I don't know if you can get all of them from the factions out of the store, but I did see some of them in the in-game store. The game is a lot of fun. Has some really fluid and fun gunplay and stuff like that. I was actually surprised that they did bring this out on current and next-gen consoles, because when this game was first shown in early access, it was touted as a next-gen only thing. But now you can get it on Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4 and 5, and PC. I'm really shocked that they didn't bring this to Nintendo Switch, with this cartoony style and stuff like that. I'm sure toned down a little bit, this game could easily run on Switch, but maybe, who knows, one day they'll pull something like that off. But anyway, guys, Arcadegeddon's a lot of fun. I would highly recommend you guys check it out, especially if you're on PlayStation, you got PlayStation Plus. Like I said, it's free. Make sure you guys look into that. If you want to buy it on PC, like I told y'all before, just make sure you use my creator code KEYSWORN. That's KEYSWORN. Let me know how y'all are feeling about it. Have you played Arcadegeddon before? Are you trying it out now? Or did you buy it in early access? Let me know. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Have a good one.